Acting Police Minister Professor Firoz Cachalia said to appear before the Ad Hoc Committee investigating allegations of criminal infiltration, corruption and political interference in the justice system. The claims were first levelled by KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi in his bombshell briefing back in July. Cachalia's appearance before this committee follows the testimony of his two deputies in Cassel, Mathale and Dr. Boshielo. Watching developments for us is SABC News reporter Bulelani Phillip, who joins us now live from Cape Town in Parliament more specifically. And Bulelani, less than an hour to go before the acting police minister is expected before that committee. And this is all happening, by the way, against the backdrop of his appointment still being challenged in court.
Well, good morning to you, Ayanda. As you've indicated, the acting police minister, Professor Firoz Cachalia, will appear before the Ad Hoc Committee at 10 o'clock. Of course, last week when the committee sat, there were misgivings on whether he will provide any value to the committee, given that he's been in this acting position for about 3 months. And also, he would not have the knowledge in terms of what led to the decision to issue the directive to disband the political killings task team. But I guess, again, the value that it brings here as a law professor, as well as the former chairperson of the National Anti-Corruption Advisory Council that was appointed by the president in 2022, he may have at least some knowledge in terms of what legislative reforms would be needed to actually bolster the work of the police. So we expect him to take the stand this morning, and will be taken through the evidence in chief by the evidence leaders before the members of parliament actually engage him. Ayanda.
And of course, he appears before this particular committee amid questions about whether or not the two deputies who serve in this ministry have been designated responsibilities, and if not, what value they've added since their appointment.
Well, that's an issue that has been recurring both in the testimonies of Cassel Mathale, who is the other deputy police minister, as well as yesterday by Dr. Boshielo. Both of them have confirmed that under the tenure, or at least up until Senzo Mchunu was placed on special leave, they had not had, these deliverables that are formal on paper in terms of what their job descriptions are. And in the testimony of Dr. Boshielo yesterday, she did confirm that shortly after Professor Firoz Cachalia took office, she actually received these formal job descriptions. So she's saying that at the moment, she's been tasked to look after the sector of gender-based violence and femicide, as well as the integrated fighting strategies of the police. So at the moment, she now has those job descriptions. And in fact, what's also interesting is that when she was asked about whether did she never ever actually ask Minister Mkhwanazi on how she is going to get a deliverable, she said she had actually approached Mkhwanazi on at least 3 occasions to actually ask him to get those job descriptions, but that didn't materialize, and she was actually happy when the acting police minister came in and actually issued those formal job descriptions.